Um, we've left out one aspect of your experience, and in the last couple minutes, maybe this is the point to bring it in. That's your teaching.
Yes.
So
I was hoping you would.
What
ask
would
me
happen
about
with
this.
it? What happened with that? And what did your students make of this as they watched this situation?
So this is the third time I've taught a study abroad program. The previous 2 times were in South Africa, and that was just for a J term. So it was wonderful to go and to be in Botswana for an entire semester, just not for a month. And I had 14 students, 14 American students with me. And at University of Botswana is a highly functional African university. So my students had 2 courses with me. They studied the local language Setswana, and then they took another elective course at the university. But the focus of my course was on globalization, the environment, and development, and which is my research area, and a big part of that is agriculture and land management. And I do the very enjoyable thing about teaching in a study abroad program for an international scholar is that it's much easier to bring in your research themes. And I do continue to believe in a model of the teacher scholar, that teaching is a craft that needs to be taken seriously, but I think it's useful if the teacher is also engaged in the knowledge creation process, and that if you can bring students into that. So if we're in the Twin Cities and I'm teaching, I've always been envious of my colleagues who are like urban geographers, and they can take their students to Frogtown and look at businesses on University Avenue, whereas my teaching is always somewhat more abstract because I tend to be talking about places on the other side of the planet. So the real joy of taking students with me to Botswana and simultaneously doing research is that I could bring those issues into the classroom as I was encountering them in the field. And we could talk about a set of issues in class and then go out and actually see them. So, for example, in Botswana we had a unit on ecotourism. So we looked at, parks and problems with the park model and issues with communities that live around parks. And then at midterm break, we took 9 days and we went up to the Okavango Delta, which is an area in northern northern Botswana, very rich in wildlife, and we visited the parks, and we were in and out of some of the communities around those parks, and so we got to see those issues firsthand and explore them with the students. And that's, as an international scholar, that's just a real joy. It's something I can't do in the classroom at home. And I think also being situated at the University of Botswana, I was a visiting scholar in the Department of Environmental Science. I got to interact with Botswana colleagues there, and that was wonderful to spend time in another university setting and to interact with colleagues from a different place.
Thank you.